Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, viewers of my YouTube channel. This is a battle against Benutreece, and I believe this is a first-time challenger. And, yeah, that's all I know going into it, so let's go ahead and show off the teams here. So, yeah, I'm going to use Mega Lopunny, and that's pretty cool. I'm using a few other Pokemon that I find interesting. My opponent, Trevor, that apparently is going to be using a lot of interesting Pokemon. We'll see in a minute that he's bringing quite a few interesting sets. So, I'm going to go ahead and lead with my Zapdos, and, yeah, I decided to do that looking at his team, and he's going to go ahead and leave with Sableye. This is not a great matchup for me, so I'm like, well, I kind of expect it to be maybe Mega Sableye right now, so I'm like, I'm just going to switch out, and I just go to my Toxapex. I just don't really want it to do things, so, plus I don't think I can hit it that hard. But he's actually going to double switch into Regice, so that's not a Pokemon you see that often in Standard, but, definitely could be interesting. And he goes for a lock-on. I was like, does he not know that when a KO clause is a thing? I wasn't entirely sure what he was trying to go for here. I set up a layer of Toxic Spikes, and I'm like, better switch out just to be careful. And I'm just going to go into my Salazzle. And, no, is it not, sheer cold like I thought it might have been? No, it's going to be a Zap Cannon. So, lock-on, Zap Cannon, okay. And, even though that switching out, obviously gets rid of lock-on, he's still going to get lucky there and hit my Salazzle with that freaking Zap Cannon, which of course paralyzes me, and that 50% chance went in his favor there. And he's going to try for another lock-on against my Toxapex, I guess not wanting to miss. And I'm like, you know what, I'm going to set up my second layer of Toxic Spikes, because they can be really helpful against his team, and he doesn't carry a poison type. But he took care of my Salazzle really fast, and that's just not cool. So anyway, in comes my Zapdos. And, yeah, he's just going to go for another Zap Cannon. This time he's going to go ahead and miss, so that's great for me. Although, I guess I still would have done a decent chunk to Zapdos. Not sure. Anyway, so in comes his Alakazam, which I guess is going to be his Mega, because I don't think the Sableye was. I don't think he would have switched it out over his Mega Sab. But, yeah, I actually decided to pop my Z-move, which is an Inferno Overdrive. I don't know why I decided to try this, but I'm like, hey, wait a minute. Heat Wave, Z-Heat Wave on the Zapdos could be good. I don't even know why, but it's still a pretty powerful move, so I'm like, maybe I can hurt this Alakazam. And I do indeed hit it down to low yellow, and now he is going to go ahead and Mega Evolve, which is kind of okay. Obviously, I'm going to take a hit here. I'm hoping that Zapdos can take it and then kill this guy. And, yeah, he's just going to go, I believe, for the Psyshock, which is actually fine for me, because this Zapdos, I believe, is physically bulky. Obviously, it's still a Mega Alakazam, so it's going to do some damage. In fact, it does a little over half, but I'm able to get rid of the thing with Thunderbolt, which I figured was a pretty good thing. So anyway, in comes Hoopa Unbound, and I don't think I've ever seen Shiny Hoopa Unbound before, and it looks just weird. It looks like a statue. It looks like a gold statue of Hoopa Unbound. I've never noticed that Shiny Hoopa was like this, but it's actually kind of horrifying. And yeah, he's just gonna go for a Hyperspace Fury. It does more than half to me again. Actually, it does about the same amount that I roosted for. So. He's kind of worried that I'm going to keep roosting and toxic stalling him, so he's going to switch. I decided to switch out too because I just don't want to stay in, I guess, and, I don't know. And, risk the crit or something. I'm not sure. But we end up double switching, and it ends up being a great double switch for me because he goes into his Lycanroc as I go out into my Toxapex, and, there's not really a whole lot Lycanroc can do. It doesn't even have access to Earthquake, I think, so even if it did, it probably wouldn't kill Toxapex. But, yeah, Sableye's going to come in on a Scald. It's obviously not going to do a whole lot, but, it is Toxic Poison now. We know it's not Mega Sableye, so I'm kind of curious as to what this set's going to be. I decided to go to my Jellicent, which is kind of a special wall, and, yeah, he's just going to go for a Calm Mind. So it's Calm Mind, normal Sableye. Not something you see every day, and another interesting set, and here he's going to make a mistake. He actually has two stab moves he could use, or at least, assumably. I mean, either Dark or Ghost, but he ends up trying to go for the Shock Wave at first, which really isn't that strong of a move. Kind of weird that he even has it on the set, but now he is going to wise up and try to go for the Shadow Ball instead, which obviously will be stronger with the stab taking into account. And, yeah, we'll see how much it's going to do in a minute, and it does, yeah, not a whole lot, even with the Calm Mind. And I'm going to be able to hopefully take out the Sableye with Scald, so... Shadow Ball Sableye doesn't seem like it did much, and Jellicent is still looking pretty nice. So in comes Lycanroc again, and I'm like, well, I could stay in and Scald here, and it is super effective, but I just think the jig is up. Something's up. I'm going to go to my Garchomp, which is, I believe it's a bulk chomp, so I'm pretty sure I can take something from this Lycanroc all right. I was thinking maybe Crunch, But yeah, it is going to force a switch, as I believe set up Stealth Rock, so now I have some really nice hazards up. I have those Toxic Spikes, which are pretty much toxic to his entire team at this point, as well as Stealth Rocks to get residual damage when he switches. Any switch, yeah, this Regice is going to come in, and obviously it's going to try to just go for an Ice Beam, so I'm like, well, time to go back into Jellicent, because I'm pretty sure I can take that Ice Beam pretty well, and yeah, he does go for it, and it's not going to do anything. End up curse bodying it too, so now it's disabled. Not that it matters. I could actually probably just go right back into Garchomp with the Ice Beam disabled. I don't think I do, though. He's going to try to get off some Zap Cannons without Lock On. I guess because he realizes that it's probably the best for him to do at this point. I'm just going to Scald to maybe hopefully kill this Regice faster. You know, it is Toxic Poison, so I'm kind of just waiting on that. And this time he is going to connect with the Zap Cannon. And Jellicent lives! I was like, holy crap, Jellicent! Live with 17 HP, that's Zap Cannon. I mean, I guess I am a special wall of sorts, and Regice isn't known for its huge special attack stat, but I'm still pretty okay with that, I'm going to be honest. Anyway, he's going to withdraw Regice here. I'm not entirely sure why, because it dies on the switch to my Stealth Rocks, but he wants to go into Hoopa for some reason, and I just go for the Recover, so he probably could have finished me off there, but yeah, he's not going to, and this Hoopa Unbound is probably going to finish me off, I guess. I don't really want anything that I have to take a hit from this guy, so I'm like, you know what, Jellicent is, you know, pretty much done its job. I'll let him pretty much kill my Jellicent, so I can get a safe switch on something else. And hopefully Curse Body will actually activate, because it's probably like a Choice Banded one or something like that. But no, it doesn't. But that's okay. And it's still Toxic Poison. It's going to go into my Lopunny now. And yeah, I'm just going to go for the Fake Out, which will obviously prevent him from using his move while doing some decent damage with Mega Lopunny's pretty awesome attack stat. And yeah, that's going to just poke the Hoopa Unbound and flinch it. And now it should die to the poison. So, well done. Well done, Lopunny, you did it. And yeah, Lucario is his last real threat. Obviously, I do have the fighting move, so unless it's like a weird Scarf Lucario or something, and it can connect with a high jump kick, I should be able to take it out, and I do. And that is pretty much the game. So this last Pokemon is the Regice, and it will die coming on in. So nice try there, Benutreece, and thanks for the match. I hope that you will come back, because your sets are pretty darn interesting. Oh, wait, no, he still has Lycanroc, too. That's right, he does have one more Pokemon, and this Lycanroc comes in and should die to a high... Oh, it actually surprises me, because it's a Choice Scarf Lycanroc. He actually nearly kills me with Brick Break. Would have been kind of interesting if he did. But, no, he doesn't quite kill me, and now I will finish him off. So, good game there, Benutreece, and, yeah, hope to see you around, some other time. Anyway, today's question of the day is going to be, what is your in-game Pokemon name? I guess of the last Pokemon game you've played. Now, obviously, a lot of people, and if you just want to say, if you don't want to say your real name, just say, it's my real name. As for me, I've always kind of been Zeal. It's actually a reference to Chrono Trigger, plus I always kind of like the word. It means, like, devotion to a cause. I don't know why, but I just kind of went with it. I know a lot of people like to name themselves Ash or something, or some other online persona, but I'm just kind of interested. Just see a consensus here. I think it's kind of, like, split down the middle between, like, fake fake names or references and someone's your actual name of sorts. So leave a comment about that, and see you guys again next time. Later.